Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Front Row Access Podcast. I am your host, Steven Russo.
I'm Anthony Gonzalez.
Let's fucking get it. All right, guys. So I'm running on about 4.5 hours of sleep, maybe. And 2 Raz Bowls. URI's own energy drink punch that has caffeinated syrup as well as Red Bull. So, yes, double the caffeine. So, yeah, I'm like running on empty right here. I also got this little thing right here. It's Arizona Tea. We endorse them, too. This has got some caffeine in it too, I believe. And of course, we always got Mountain Dew here. Pepsi, hit us up. frontrowaccess15@gmail.com. And we're also on every social media platform except for Facebook, because fuck Facebook. Should be some rendition of Front Row Access. We are on Instagram, TikTok, and X or Twitter, whatever the fuck it's called. Anyway, guys, this is a pretty big weekend. Huge weekend, actually. Yeah. Now that I'm like fucking thinking about it, like holy shit, we got a lot going on. So guys, today is Thursday. It's November 14th, and November 15th, or tonight at midnight, Linkin Park releases From Zero, their new album since One More Light in 2017. It's been about 7 years in the making, and I'm super excited for it. Also, we're going to be talking about Linkin Park's new release that they brought out this week. They released a song called Two-Faced, and they also teased Casualty. So we're going to be talking about those things today. And we also, on Friday at 8 p.m. on the East Coast, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will be starting. That fight that was supposed to happen back in the summer now is coming to fruition, and on Saturday, we have UFC 309, John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. We have 2 fights that nobody wanted to see, but everybody's going to watch. So, on Netflix for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, the event starts at 8 p.m., but it's set for like a 4-hour time limit, so I'm assuming that Jake and Mike will not be taking the stage until like 12-ish, or 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30.
Something like that. So it's going to be later on in the night, so you can still watch SmackDown and then go on to Netflix and be able to watch Jake Paul and Mike Tyson go at it. And we're going to be going over that fight today. We're going to give our prediction for that fight, even though we don't really do boxing here on Front Row Access. Why not try new things, right? I mean, boxing is a part of MMA. I have a relatively good understanding about how it works.
I have no understanding.
And, yeah, so we're just going to fucking wing it, y'all. There's no notes. Once again, I've noticed that this formula is kind of better because everything just comes off the dome, helps with the adaptability and whatnot. So, let's talk about Linkin Park first and foremost. So, From Zero comes out tonight at midnight. We have 11 tracks on the album. 4 of them have been released already. I think we've gone over all of them. We went over Emptiness Machine when they first came back. We went over Heavy as the Crown, Over Each Other, and now the newest song that came out just this past Wednesday was Two-Faced, which is incredible because Linkin Park all throughout last weekend was teasing their song Casualty from the From Zero album, and we were all expecting, okay, Casualty is going to be the last single that'll get released before the album comes out. Nope! Fucking Mike Shinoda threw us a swerve real quick and gave us Two-Faced instead. So we're going to go over Two-Faced today, which honestly, guys, it's right up there with Emptiness Machine with me. It's contending pretty hotly with Emptiness Machine right now. This song is absolutely incredible. A return to the hybrid theory roots of Linkin Park. Anthony, what were your feelings on Two-Faced?
So, immediately with these 4 songs that have come out, I liked Emptiness Machine the most. I liked Over Each Other the least. Not saying I didn't like it, but I would listen to the other 2 first. And this one just rocketed right past them. It's right up there with Emptiness Machine for me. I'm still going to give it to Emptiness Machine, but that could change within the next couple of days the more I hear the song.
And also, we don't have the whole album out yet, so we gotta listen
I'm just talking about these 4 songs that have come out.
Yeah, we're just talking about the 4 songs that are out right now.
We're going to have an album review and everything. And
that'll probably be next week's podcast. And, yeah, then we gotta do that Max Holloway special at some point, man. That thing's still just chilling in the archive.
Oh my gosh, he was a different weight class then.
Bro.
He can eat ramen now.
So, yeah, fucking, From Zero comes out. I'm so excited. I'm gonna stay up till midnight to listen to the album one time. and then go to bed, and then wake up tomorrow and have to go to college again. So I also had 3 articles come out this week for my school's newspaper, so that was really fun. And yeah, so as far as going back to Linkin Park now, guys, I'm really torn here. Emptiness Machine has been pretty much my number one this entire time, right? And just like Anthony said, man, this one just shot right past all of them, and now it's sitting there right along with it, and I'm out here like, wow, goddamn, what in the hell is going on here?
Our review podcast, I'll give you a definite answer on which I like more.
Yeah, or maybe something that hasn't been released will end up being your favorite. You never know. But guys, this song was like a complete like callback to the classic Linkin Park sound. And I realized, holy shit, Emily can do some hybrid theory shit, which is pretty cool to say the least. Because if I'm telling you guys, like this song, Two Face, is like it has hybrid theory written all over it. And I've noticed this as a theme with all the songs that have come out over the past couple of weeks or so. A couple weeks, couple months. Each song that's come out has reminded me of a certain particular sound that every album possessed. Like I said, that Emptiness Machine gives me the Minutes to Midnight sound. I thought that was my immediate thought when I first heard Emptiness Machine. Besides the fact that I was ecstatic that Linkin Park came back, my other thought was this sounds like it's coming straight off of Minutes to Midnight. And then Heavy as the Crown came out, that had heavy, heavy alludes, no pun intended, to Meteora. The way that the song was constructed with Mike rapping and then the metal chorus, Mike rapping, the metal bridge and chorus, and then outro with Mike and Emily at the end. Just like on Meteora, how they would do like Mike raps, Chester does the metal chorus, Mike raps again, Chester does the metal chorus and the bridge, and then they both kind of join together. That was like the formula for Meteora. Not every song like that was not every song on Meteora was like that, but a good majority of them were. And so that's what I got with Heavy is the Crown. When Over Each Other came out, I got mad One More Light vibes from that. So like just like One More Light and Living Things, more One More Light than anything else with the subject matter. Because One More Light was all about like maturity and love and getting along with everybody, right? And growing past all the pain, and that's exactly what Over Each Other suggests. And this was the hybrid theory callback that I think everybody wanted to hear, and it was absolutely incredible. If I were to describe to you how that song sounds, it's like one step closer and Points of Authority made this magnificent love child and named it Two Faced. So, that's like the only thing that I can tell you about like how I thought that sounded. So I'm excited to see if they have any elements of A Thousand Suns, if they have any elements of Hunting Party on here, which I'm gonna be honest, with the teasers that we got of Casualty, those really high pitched, gritty screams, that was Hunting Party. So I mean, maybe Casualty. It's got the more Hunting Party alludes to it. We still haven't seen them do any alludes to the futuristic kind of apocalyptic dark sound of A Thousand Suns, and we haven't really seen a lot of the like electronic EDM and humanity that Living Things possessed. So, that's that. I'm super excited for the new Linkin Park album. And before we move on, I'm just gonna got any closing remarks on Linkin Park before we move to the next discussion.
I'm really happy that this group is putting out music, and I'm not disappointed in the new music I've heard so far, and I'm anxiously anticipating hearing the full album probably tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow on your
Well,
way into
work.
work. Yeah, you ain't gonna be staying up. I'm gonna be staying up. Just cause I can. But damn, bro, I'm like super. I'm playing with a yo-yo, by the way. There's yo-yo. This is the Duncan Butterfly XT yo-yo. It was the first yo-yo that I like legitimately started trying to learn tricks on, and it's still holding up after all these years. Everything okay over there? What did you drop? God damn it. Another chip in the water bottle. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, we had a little bit of technical difficulties with the live studio audience. Um, they dropped my water bottle off of the side table that I had it on, and it hit the floor and made a very loud noise. So I wanted to make sure nobody died or any electronics were harmed in the process of the ruckus. That's the only word that's coming to brain right now.
I want to make sure you guys knew we still had the live studio audience.
Of
Up to
course.
3 members.
We got three
now.
members this time. We're not going to name drop or anything, but we got 3 members this time. Usually it's only 1. So we're growing, guys. We're growing. Anyway.
Screw it, I'm going to name drop. We got Dustin over there. We got Justin over there.
Dustin.
We got Charles over there, too.
We got Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, and Charles Oliveira in the studio with us, guys. Totally. Anyway. Moving on to the next point. So guys, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul goes down this weekend, and yeah, it's on Netflix. There's a sporting event that's going to be on Netflix. I have to say that again. It's on Netflix.
Have you all embraced that yet?
I have not embraced the fact that it's on Netflix
It's
yet.
gonna be on Netflix, guys.
So, this fight has been pretty much like it's been teased all year. We were supposed to get it back in the summer, and we didn't get it. And then now we're getting it tomorrow night, 8 p.m. And it's going to be a testament. We have a 60-something-year-old Mike Tyson and a 29-year-old Jake Paul.
I was gonna say, why is Jake Paul beating up on all these old people?
Why is Jake Paul...
What does he have against them?
Keep Jake Paul far the fuck away from nursing homes, man.
God damn, if he goes to a retirement home, they're all getting knocked the fuck out.
I'm like, what the hell, man? You're knocking out senior citizens out here, dog. So we have a 60-something-year-old Mike Tyson. I don't think I really need to tell you guys too much about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is just a boxing legend, guys. Former heavyweight champion. He's really big throughout the 80s and 90s. And he was known for his peekaboo style of boxing, which is pretty much where he would be like covering his face the entire time just to make his way in. Then once he got his way in, because he was always the shorter guy, he would just come through with like the most powerful punches ever. His record speaks for itself. He's 50-6, and he has, what was it? 44 knockouts on his record.
I was gonna say, if you guys didn't know, he's a boxer. He's also been in a couple music videos and a couple movies.
And a few podcast appearances.
And the animated show.
Oh, yeah, and the animated show, Mike Tyson's Mysteries.
And the game on the N64. And
yeah, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the N64. Was he on the GameCube, too?
I'm not sure. He might have been.
Might have been. Anyway, so I don't think you really need me to tell you about Mike Tyson. Because that guy is just a legend. He's got mad power, and I think he's still got some of that power left in him. Jake Paul, on the other hand, has recently been gaining more and more boxing experience, even though he's fighting people that are much older than him and have MMA backgrounds. I've seen the guy from his first fight that he had with Deji, fucking KSI's little bro, to now. You can see a lot of improvement. You can tell he's actually been training. He's actually been improving. I'm not the one that usually gives Jake Paul credit for like anything. But I will tell you, I admire the fact that he is training, and he's been training like this diligently for this long. Do I really like the people that he fights? No, not really, because I feel like he needs to stop doing those fights and do more fights against like boxers, because the one time he went against a boxer that was his age, he lost. That was Tommy Fury, or Tyson Fury's little brother. And yeah, so Jake Paul, on the other hand, is like the complete opposite of what Mike Tyson is. Now, Mike Tyson tries to get inside and just land bombs. Jake Paul likes to stay on the outside and just jab you to death. Maybe a couple uppercuts. The only time he really throws a hook is if it's a lead hook to the body to open up your head for a big-time cross or hook. But the way you are to counter somebody that fights with the temperament of Mike Tyson, you need to stay on the move and not, you have to like keep moving, you have to keep jabbing, you have to keep them away. Because the minute that motherfucker gets in, bro, you're going to sleep. I'm sorry, you're not going to win that exchange. You're going to sleep, And Jake Paul, I've noticed, doesn't really move a whole lot. His footwork is a little bit, He doesn't really dance in that not octagon, in that ring. He doesn't really dance in that ring the way I would like him to, and because he's a big power puncher, he likes to plant and he likes to just let that one big right hand go, and then get another knockout, another highlight for the reel. And I don't think that's gonna work against somebody that fights like Mike Tyson. Assuming Mike Tyson is anywhere near the same level that he was when he was competing, he's probably dwindled a little bit. But I have no. I mean, I've watched his training footage, hitting pads, hitting bags. He still looks like he can do it, but hitting bags and pads is one thing. Actually, fighting somebody in sparring is a whole other thing. I know from firsthand. You could just be ripping it on the pads, ripping it on the bag, feeling like you could take on the champion of the world. Like, I could be in the middle of a good training session and feel like I can beat Islam Makhachev, but that's only because I was hitting pads and hitting bags the whole time. I wasn't sparring. So I haven't really seen any sparring footage of Mike Tyson. I don't even know if he did any sparring going into this camp, seeming as he is a 60-year-old man. So how much brain damage can we really sacrifice when he's gonna get brain damage, more brain damage in this fight against Jake Paul? So I mean, why risk him losing uh, prerequisite brain cells before getting into the ring with Jake Paul, who's this young kid that's been training like hella. Now I gotta respect the shit out of him. The guy knows how to box, But I've seen him develop more. I wouldn't say he's like completely at like the same level as a lot of these professional boxers out here, but like he's definitely been a lot better, and he just improves as time goes on. And I hate saying that because I'm giving praise to Jake Paul, but I gotta call a spade a spade. So yeah, to let you guys know, my dynamic with the Paul brothers is I love Logan Paul because of his work in the WWE, and I enjoy Prime. I don't like Lunchley. Fuck Lunchley. And sorry Logan Paul. And then I also loved his vlogs when I was in middle school, and his podcast now. I find myself listening to an episode every here and there. So I love Logan. I fucking hate Jake. But if I see bad headlines for either guy, I'm not shocked. You know what I mean? So, because I mean, let's be honest. Even though I like Logan more, he still had that crypto zoo scam. He still had Lunchley, that disaster piece. He still filmed that dead body in the woods. Granted, it was much younger then, but at the same time, he still did it. You know, and of course, all the other things that go into the controversies surrounding Logan Paul. But I can tell you, I still find entertainment with him. I still really love watching him on WWE. I like his podcast, and but Jake, I just can't stand. I never liked his YouTube videos. I never liked his vines. I never liked his music when he was doing that. And whenever he boxes somebody, I always want him to lose. So that's not changing here. I want Mike Tyson to just go out there and fucking smoke him, like so hard, like in the first round, just go in there, whack, and then down goes Jake Paul. That dude needs a bite of humble pie every now and again. I think the dude needs to be embarrassed. So because I mean, it's not even like coming from like a place of like complete malice. Granted, I said complete malice. There's still some partial malice in there. I don't like Jake, but uh, getting embarrassed sometimes is good for you because then you realize, shit, yeah, maybe I did get a little in over my head there, and now I can learn to act a little bit better and improve so I can win my next fight. Sometimes getting embarrassed and becoming a highlight on somebody else's reel is okay. I'm not like saying that that's what you want to do. I'm not saying that if you have a fight, if you fight like professionally or if you're at your amateur level, I'm not telling you to go out there and get your ass knocked out. But like I'm just saying, getting biting the dust every now and again and getting humbled isn't necessarily a bad thing. So it's gonna suck at first. Your ego's gonna go ouchie, but if you can get over that, just keep your head down and improve, and just roll with the punches, quite literally and figuratively. Then you're gonna be all right. So I think Jake Paul is in desperate need of an embarrassment.
I was gonna say, did that help that Tom Askren guy?
What about Aspinall?
No, Askren. Did he get better after he got knocked out with the flying knee?
Ben Askren?
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of retired after that. He became such a meme that, like, I don't even think he had another fight after that flying knee because Jorge Masvidal just put him on the shelf, dude.
Sometimes being embarrassed helps.
But, it's just one of those things, man. It's one of those things. So they're completely opposite fighting styles, and it's all going to come down to who can who can integrate their game plan more. Not interpret, integrate is the word I was looking for. And if Jake Paul can move and keep the jab and just pick away at him all night, he might not knock him out. It might not be the most fun fight in the world, but he'd still win. And maybe he can find an opening to land that right hand because Jake Paul, I will admit, he's got some crazy power, that guy. So, but, I think he's got more power. I think Mike Tyson's got more power. He's still looking sharp on the bags and the pads. Of course, I know I already mentioned it. That's one thing. Being in an actual fight is a completely other thing. But the guy still looks good. He's still in shape. And, I just feel like the experience of Mike Tyson, he has fought people like Jake Paul in his illustrious career, and he knocked them all out. So I'm going to be taking Mike Tyson to knock out Jake Paul. And, yeah, I'm going to be taking that one. What you got, Ant?
Okay, so provided a couple things. Just a couple minor things. I got Iron Mike Tyson for this, provided he doesn't break a hip getting in there,
Yeah, or roll an ankle or something.
and that Mike Bell isn't a judge.
I don't think he will be. I think he's just an MMA judge. I think boxing has their own coalition of judges. So, I mean, I don't know, though. I could be completely wrong.
Add that on to the fact that I don't think, um, how best to phrase it? I don't think boxing is, I don't think it's not rigged, and I don't think that, they're gonna tarnish Tyson's legacy if it does come to decision.
I don't think it's going to go to decision. I'm being honest. I think somebody's going to get knocked
Oh,
out.
I don't either. I think Tyson's got this.
Either Tyson knocks out Jake Paul or Jake Paul somehow knocks out Mike Tyson. I think that's the only way that this fight ends. If it goes to decision, it's going to be really fucking boring if it goes to decision. And you can already tell like they weren't even planning to go hard in the first place if it goes to decision. Like they're treating this as a legit fight. Both of them are going to want to go in there wanting to knock out the other one. And I think that's how the fight will end. And yeah, if it goes to a decision, it was all fixed. They agreed to just not go hard at all, and they just did this so they didn't get a paycheck and get a lot of eyes on them while they did their little money grab. So yeah, give me Jake Paul to get knocked the fuck out by Mike Tyson.
For me, it comes down to what they all start out. And, one started in gym, the other started on Vine. Someone has a bit more experience there.
The one that started in the gym, probably. So, yep, give me Mike Tyson to beat Jake Paul, and UFC 309 is this weekend, guys. ESPN Plus pay-per-view, and it's at 10 Eastern, the main card. Prelims start at 6:30. Early prelims start at 6:30. Actual undercard is at 8 p.m. So be aware of that because we got Jones and Stipe fighting for the heavyweight crown. We went into this in detail in the last episode, but just to reiterate, we have one of the greatest of all time, fighting the widely considered to be greatest heavyweight of all time. Stipe Miocic has the most title defenses in heavyweight title holder history, with 3, which is crazy that it's only 3 because that's just heavyweight for you. So I mean, but Stipe has the most heavyweight title defenses with 3. John Jones has been in nothing but title fights since he was 23 years old. And yeah, the guy is crazy. He's got excellent kicks. He's got good wrestling. Stipe Miocic, on the other hand, he's got good boxing. He's got good wrestling too. I don't see this fight hitting the canvas at all. I think this fight's gonna play out on the feet, and it's all gonna depend on, just like the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. It's all gonna depend on who can implement their game plan more. Because if John Jones can get those kicks going early, those kicks, front kicks up the middle, side kicks, round kicks, because John Jones' kicks are crazy and they're super duper fast. Like those are his best strikes. If he kicks and keeps Stipe at bay, John Jones is gonna have an easy night. And then if Stipe is able to get inside and trade in the pocket with John Jones, give me Stipe Miocic to beat John Jones in the pocket, purely boxing every fucking time. So yeah, I see this fight playing out on the feet. We're gonna see what wins, kicks or punches. and because Stipe's got no kicks, bro. Emperor's got nothing. Maybe a low kick every now and again. Maybe a body kick if he's feeling really adventurous. But John Jones, on the other hand, has an arsenal of kicks, side kicks, front kicks, fucking hook kicks, fucking spinning hook kicks. The guy's got a lot of spinning attacks, well, spinning elbows, spinning back fists. The guy's a very dynamic striker, but his boxing, John Jones's, it's mediocre at best. I mean, obviously, in comparison to like other great boxers that we have in the UFC, like Ilya Taporia, like Dustin Poirier, like Max Holloway, skill for skill, John Jones just is not at the same level as those guys. So, but that doesn't really matter. He's still got good boxing, but I just think Stipe has better boxing. And but John Jones definitely will shine with the kicks, and he's very known to set up his set up head kicks with body kicks. And I think that's what he's going to try to do against Stipe Miocic. And ultimately, I had John Jones winning by probably like a knockout, a TK, probably TKO, maybe not knockout. I don't think he's going to flatline Stipe just because Stipe has like this crazy Clevelander chin. So I don't think he's going to completely put out Stipe Miocic. I believe John Jones will TKO Stipe Miocic in the 4th round. I think I said that in the last podcast, though.
I don't like when people come back from something, and I think that Stipe's been out of the octagon for a while now.
3.5 years.
So I'm gonna give this to Jones just off that.
That guy hasn't fought in a year and a half.
But at least he's been part of UFC and whatnot, not retired.
Yeah, he's been like Stipe's been like quasi-retired for the past 3.5 years. He did everything except he had no fights signed up. He had nothing on Twitter, tweeting at nobody. He wasn't doing none of that. Didn't even seem to want to fight for the heavyweight title again. The guy was done after that knockout to Francis. But then John Jones said, "I want that guy. I want that guy." And then Dana went, "Okay." And then he called up Stipe and he's like, "John Jones wants you." And then Stipe was like, "You want me to fight again?" What? I mean, how much are you going to pay me? I'm going to pay you $5 million, Stipe. That's not the actual purse. I don't know what the contract amount is. We're going to give you $5 million, Stipe. Okay. And then Stipe went. Stipe has been in training camp for the past year now. He was supposed to fight John Jones last year at Madison Square Garden, but instead, John Jones' little peck went pop while he was practicing his wrestling, and he has not fought since. So we'll see what happens there. But Dana White said at the press conference today, the winner gets Tom Aspinall. Thank the Lord, and pass the ammunition. We're finally gonna have some order in this heavyweight division.
There's so much wrong with that statement. Not even funny. The hell you mean they get Aspinall? Aspinall he's in line.
Yeah, he should be.
He should have been the one fighting.
Yeah, he should have been. I'm not
He's
denying that.
Defending interim heavyweight champion.
I'm not saying that, like.
The fuck do you mean? Dana said they get Aspinall.
Yep. So I think, but Dana came out and said it today at the press conference that winner is gonna fight Tom Aspinall, no questions asked. So whether John Jones or Stipe Miocic, you got Tom Aspinall next.
Wasn't fucking Jones and goddamn Dana saying that Aspinall didn't deserve a fight with Jones?
Yeah, but it looks like Uncle Dana woke up.
No, it's not that he woke up. It's just like, shit. All right, we got this fight going. How do I get John Jones to do anything afterwards? And there's still that Aspinall guy who's defending the interim belt.
Which is fucking crazy. Tom Aspinall has more title defenses than fucking John Jones. Oh, what a fucking timeline, dude. It's so dumb. But regardless, though, the next fight for either guy is Tom Aspinall. We're finally gonna get some shit restored. This fight shouldn't have happened in the first place. The only reason why it happened was because of John Jones politicking, and he's probably had a really good fucking manager. So, it's the only reason why this fight is happening. And, if it wasn't, I'm pretty sure they would have just put Aspinall in there with him. But Aspinall, I believe, is the backup fighter for both these guys, if anything is to happen come fight day. So, and Dana even said that if John Jones wants to stay fighting in the UFC, after this, he has to fight Aspinall if he wants to stay fighting
I
in
mean,
the
that's
UFC.
obvious.
So
Because Aspinall's got your fucking championship of your weight class and has defended it.
yeah. So he said he's gonna have to, or else he's gonna be stripped. He should have been stripped already. But uh, that's that, guys. We got a pretty big weekend ahead. I ain't got nothing else. And you got anything else?
It's such a long weekend ahead.
It really is.
I'm working 10-hour shifts at work. I'm going to be working this weekend. We got a party. We got the pay-per-view. It's going to be a long fucking weekend, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But catch us next time when we do the
Probably the Linkin Park review.
review.
All right. Stay tuned, guys. Tomorrow, November 15th, Linkin Park From Zero is released. Go ahead and stream that. Pre-save it on Spotify. You still got time. You got like 3 hours. So, well, maybe not 3 hours. Actually, yeah, kind of. But fuck it. Go pre-save it. Get ready for From Zero coming out tomorrow.
But
We
I
got-
changed my time zone to 3 hours ahead.
I never thought of it that way. But you're probably right. Anyway, fuck it, guys. Go and stream. From Zero comes out tomorrow night. And then we got Jake Paul, Mike Tyson on Friday. And we got UFC 309 this coming Saturday. So stay tuned for all of that. Go ahead and follow all the social medias. And we're clear.